What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host, Jono. I'd like to start by giving a shout out to all my Piptonites out there that's been following this channel. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you all, and I have a lot of love for you, and I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Now, it is super easy to become a Piptonite. Do you know what you do? You just hit the subscription button. That's it. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification button, and every time I upload videos, you will then be able to see the video and obviously review that and see if it makes sense with your own personal technical analysis that you'll be doing before you place any type of trade. Okay, what do we like to do on this channel? Well, first things first, we always start the channel by talking about the NAS100, because the NAS is the primary chart that we look at daily for opportunities, gains that we've made, all the fun stuff that we do. Basically, we're just 100% on the NAS100, okay? And sometimes, occasionally, to be fair, we look at other currency pairs. So the second favorite, it will be EURUSD, and then we go into other ones as well. And sometimes what I like to do is I like to ask you, my Piptonites and my viewers, to put in the description box pairs that you want me to look at, and I will look at it for you, and then you can then go ahead and then obviously do your own personal research on that to see if it will make sense to you. Okay, so today, Piptonites, YouTube family, I have fantastic news for you. I am locked in to a trade right now as we speak. Okay, so I took the trade this afternoon at around 3 p.m. So it was dead on 3 p.m. on the 3 p.m. wick, right? So that one is this one right here. So I've kind of already marked it out. So it's this one right here, okay? So as you can see it, 1500, I've got it right at the bottom, and I've moved my the whole long thingamajig on TradingView, whatever it's called. What is this thing called again? Let me see if it gives me the name. Okay, yep, the long position, that's what it's called. The long position long position thingamajig on on TradingView. I put that on there so you can kind of see where I locked it in. So I locked it in right here, okay, and I'm very comfortable with that. And I brought my stop all the way down past this wick over here, okay, down to around 1346, because I believe liquidity grabs will be taking place around this area and possibly lower should this pull down violently at any given time. Okay, so should that happen, I hope to be well clear of it, and also I would like to also use that opportunity to be able to pick up some more. Okay, so where I've marked out is I've marked out this area because this was a previous lower high, and this was the lower high that we discussed on Friday, to say that if this breaks, and it broke on Friday, okay, so that is a confirmation that this is an uptrend. And I also went on to say that although it's an uptrend, it's still risky, because we need this one here to break, so this trend line to break, or this price action level to break, to actually confirm that we are indeed in a strong possibility of an uptrend in regards to the correction that we just been in. Okay, so obviously it's gone into the correction, it's pulled down, and we are expecting it to pull back up again. So it looks like this situation that we've got going on in this area right here is indeed a what's the word I'm looking for? A change in the overall direction of the pricing. Pricing is now heading back up again. Okay, so I took that trade and I'm very comfortable in that trade. Okay, so now we're in that trade. Let's look at possible situations that could happen whilst we're in the trade, so obviously we can best manage it. Because one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to run out of a trade too early because it's not moving in your favor. And because it's not moving in your favor, it does not necessarily mean it's not moving in your favor. It could just be pulling back. It could literally be an opportunity for you to pick up some more, to make sure that you double your overall position size, and that too is risky. That too is very risky. So you don't do that unless you know what you're doing and you have confidence in what you're doing. Okay, so I've marked out, so there's 3 areas of a possible pullback from where this current situation is right now, or where this current price is right now. So price is up here. Okay, we have a strong price action level over here. That's this blue line right here. Okay, that's a strong price action level. So it could hit that. and it could bounce back up to the upside. If it hits this level right here, I won't pick up anymore because it makes no sense to pick up anymore, just because it's very close to where I picked up previously, so I wouldn't do anything, okay? However, if it dropped down to this particular level, which is sorry, my mouth will froze up for a second, which was the second, well, not the second, but you know, was a previous lower high that we noticed, okay? This is a good area to pick up from. So we have this little area here, which is a lower high, which is also a good area to pick up. But from where I picked up, the distance is too close. It makes no sense. I want it lower, so I want it around here. Okay, right? Now, say it doesn't go there, it blows past and it comes into this region. Then this here is the diamond area where I literally would have to pick up. So I would have to pick up from this location, and it is super risky to do that at this level right here, but this is what I personally would do because it's my particular style of trading. I just average down as it's falling and then make it up on the upside. So once I get the confirmation at the top to say it's going in my way, I make my first purchase. So I make my first purchase with full understanding and confidence that it is going to go into the red, that there's a very high chance it's going to go into the red, and whatever red it goes into is a red I can take. So the red is going to go to is two levels. Level number 1 is 1407. Level number 3, which is this area, but I'll just mark out this area right here, the top level right here. I would say 1383. And worst case scenario, which is the liquidity grab area. So let me just get this little dollar sign and stick it right here, right? It's where I'll be picking up. And at this level, I would most likely extend my stop. So I'm going against what you would learn from all the trading books and everything else that they'll tell you. I will basically extend my stop to make sure that I can hold whatever liquidity grab happens at this level, and I'll also load up some more to pick up on all the negative that I lost on the way back down again, and then we ride it up to the upside. Basically everything I did before we got caught out in the correction is what I would do again, because this is what I do, and I'm just happy and confident doing that. Okay, am I telling you to do that? No, you got to do your own research. You got to know what you're doing to a certain degree, or you got to be super confident in what is happening. Just don't take my word for it. Like literally, I am not the financial guru of this whole thing. Like I am just an average person that has just figured this out, and I'm now building the wealth for myself, and I've decided I'm going to share how I'm doing that with you, and I'm hoping my Piptonites and the YouTube family coming on board. I mean, the Piptonites, you guys are my brothers and sisters. Like really, I love you all. Okay, and then we have the YouTube viewers who are thinking of becoming family members. They'll only become family members once they hit the subscription buttons and they become Piptonites. So until then, YouTube family, Piptonites, just know there's two groups of people, right? Piptonites, my bona fide, my ride or die. YouTube viewers are the people that I love and care, and I want you to become Piptonites too. So where was I? I actually got lost in my trail of thought that I was rambling on. Right, so yeah, so if it pulls back to these levels right here, I'll be considering loading up more. And where I've actually set my stop on this, like my real stop is around this level right here. Okay, so my real stop is about here somewhere, but this stop is super adjustable. It's super adjustable. Reason why it's super adjustable is that I'm expecting to do some little weird stuff when it gets to this area, so I'm not really in a hurry for it to hit my stop and then I'm out. I kind of want to get maximum beyond 100%, but this is 100%. So once it goes past this level, so once I see it's going past this level, I will most likely increase my stop to this level right here, okay? And I will then bring in a trading stop, which will lock in all of that down to about this level, okay? So just under 100%. If it takes me out, fair play, I got a big pot. If it doesn't take me out and it continues, then I would have another trade in at this level right here to take me up to the upside, where I would have then had 3 trades, and I would have then closed all 3 trades in profits. Would have gained a lot of pips and a lot of points, right? Which is the name of this channel. Okay, so that is the plan. So we're in this at the moment. We're very happy with the situation. We're in profit right now. Okay, so we want to see how this carries on. And look at where this is right now. Look at where this is right now, where the price is right now. The price right now is literally at a level right here. This is where price is. So price can actually break this and pull back, and if it starts to pull back and it breaks past this lower high right here, okay, then I can expect it to go down to around this level before it decides to pull back up again. I can expect it to do something like this, where it would do a fake break down to the bottom, and then it would then make its way back up again to around here somewhere. All right, or maybe not so much in that order, but somewhat kind of similar. It will behave in that way. So this is what I'm kind of hoping for. So guys, so for all of you guys that were watching, so my Piptonites and YouTube viewers, and when I called this area out on Friday, if you actually jumped in, well, fantastic, because literally you've gained all of these pips. I was a bit indecisive at this area because I really wanted to confirm, because the thing with corrections is you don't know how deep the cut is actually going to be, okay? So sometimes you look at the correction, you're like, oh yeah, it's about to pull back down, let me go in, and then it's got more correcting to do. Do you know what I mean? It's got more correcting to do. So you don't ever want that. So what I waited for was the right play, and this is the kind of things that you kind of want to do, is you want to wait for it to break the structure overall, and it did that over here. So it did that at this level and confirmed up here. So me seeing it break at this level and confirm up here, it made sense to get in. Now, what professional traders like to do, I don't do this, but what they like to do is they would not have bought in here. They would not have done what I did. What they would have done was they would have waited for it to pull back down to about 140.09, okay? And then they would have made a purchase. But I'm like, listen, look, I don't care. I'm going to pick it up now, and if it pulls back, I'm going to buy some more, because I'm not an institutional investor. I'm a retail trader. I am unpredictable. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I've done. So I'm in it now. I'm super happy with the trade. I'm super confident about this trade also, and I believe it's going to do really well, okay? So guys, once again, I always say this, it's super important that you do your own research and you really learn the stuff. There is tons of materials out there. Me personally, how I'm showing you how I do this is how I do it. So it's not necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not giving out major secrets and tips, because personally, in my opinion, from what I've learned for being in the game, there are no secret tips to this. There isn't no, a special formula that will do it all for you. The only special formulas that is there are people that have stuck with this for a very long time, and they figured out a way how they're going to play it so they are successful. And what they do is they share that, and what you're supposed to do is add that onto your arsenal of all the other good traders out there that you know or are aware of, and add it to your arsenal, so you can come up with your own little style as to how you can navigate this whole space, okay? But if you're buying signals and doing all of these things, I'm not telling you don't buy no signals or anything like that, but you kind of want to know how they got to that understanding of why they're saying buy here. Because if you don't know that and you're just buying it here, trust me, you're going to blow your account. There is no hope for you. You're going to lose. All right, you might win one trade, you might win two trades, but you're going to lose a lot of trades. Okay, best thing is channels like this, the one you're watching right now, Pips and Points. There's many others like it. There were some great ones, there were some mediocre ones, and some shit ones. Okay, these are the ones you want to watch, and you want to sift through the ones that make sense and the ones that don't, so you can empower yourself and go through the journey of financial freedom with as minimal friction as possible. Okay, minimal friction as possible. All right, so we're going to remove this liquidity grab because I kind of know where it is. I've got it all eyeballed anyways, right? I want to keep this little box where it is, and this little area right here, I want to keep an eye on it to see if it actually pulls back from this level. And if it does, basically it means it's a more buying opportunity. It's a buying opportunity because the signals I've been waiting for, I've got it, and I'm fairly confident the correction is over. It's over. So let me just zoom back out again into a wider time frame to see overall what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I have moved the trend lines at the bottom. Let me get rid of all of these because I don't think they're useful, and I'll keep this one there, but we'll get rid of this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here, because I don't think it's going to go any lower. If it does, then obviously we'll mark them out again. So what I've done is I've kept the main trend at the top active because I still think that is still relevant. That hasn't broken, so that is still relevant. Okay, and the bottom ones I have moved back because this area right here, so if I zoom in, if I zoom in, this area right here is the formation of a new structure because it's broken away from this structure right here. So this structure was the old predictable structure, the structure I tried to take advantage of over here, and then this happened, so I ended up losing on my trades. And this structure over here is the new one. So if we're going to draw a new channel, we're going to be drawing it from here. Okay, we're going to be drawing it from here, and what it kind of lets me know is that the cuts that we're going to be expecting in future in terms of NAS pullbacks is going to be a lot deeper, right? Which is good if you're looking for buy opportunities, and terrible if you're looking for super long opportunities that you're expecting to go on forever. All right, so now that we've gotten this, now that we've kind of gotten this all taken care of and sorted out, what else do I want to talk about? Yes, we're going to jump into Euro USD briefly and see what's going on there. All right, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so Euro USD, I have put in a fake sell right here. So I'm not actually in this position right now. So this is the fake sell right now. And the reason why I'm confident with this fake sell is because we have this little structure here that has been broken. It's broken through and gone underneath, closed underneath that structure. So I'm expecting, even though there's a pullback here right now, I'm still expecting a downtrend on this, okay? And I'm confident with this downtrend because if we go into the day, right? I don't know if I'm gonna need, yep. So if we go into the day, we can see this area right here, and we can see this area right here, right? So let's go back even further and make this smaller, yeah. And we can see this area over here. Now, as you can see, this trend line is being obeyed. It's obeyed it twice, right? Once here, once here. And if you go to the top of the trend line, we can see it's been obeyed it here and obeyed it here, okay? And also we can see here that this move took, so if we go here, so this move, let me move this out of the way, so this move took a few years, right? So this move took over 2 years, all right, just over 2 years, right? So let's get rid of that. This move over here took just under a year, okay? And this move a little bit over a year, and it's still got more to go, okay? Now, why am I showing you all of this, right? Reason why I'm showing you all of that, sorry I moved that out of the way, but we don't need that anymore anyways. Reason why I'm showing you all of that is to what to expect when market reaches down here at this level, right? Because all of this to this level right here is potential gains, right? It is potential gains. Now, there's two ways that you could try to play this, because this move that's happening right now, it is super easy. It's like the NAS. It is super easy to take advantage of. But the question is, how patient are you? That's the £1 million question. How patient are you, right? Reason why I say this is you can try to trade all of these, like in between here, you get like 10 pips here, 200 pips here, 400 pips here, 200 pips there, blah, blah, blah. Like you're doing all of that kind of stuff in and out. Stop loss getting hit, news messing it, the whole shebang out. Or you can put in one or a good couple or a fat solid trade at this bottom right here. Boom. One solid Super Saiyan trade right at this level, boom, and wait for it to get to the top right here. That is it. Just plug it in and walk away. This is the kind of move that people are waiting for. Literally, institutions are waiting for, because this here is a no-brainer situation. No-brainer situation at all. At all, right? Because once it hits here and you get a confirmation that this is heading to an uptrend, trust me, if it breaks this level, fine, it's falling down some more. It's not your fault, it happens, right? But if it starts pushing back up again, mate, I kid you not, this is a real opportunity that we're seeing, that is forming right now before our eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna be keeping a solid good eye on the Euro USD, because literally as soon as it gets to this level right here, it's a no-brainer. I promise you, I'm jumping in. I'm putting in a nice sizable chunk, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna forget about it. I'm just gonna forget about it and just wait for it to hit TP at this level, which is 1.21, and then bank the whole lot. Bank the whole lot. This is one here where you could actually do a micro and get a really good price back, and you would have traded like next to nothing to get this move right here, like literally. So I mean, this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you, like, hey guys, this is what could be happening. So literally, that is it. That is it. So this is all I can show you right now in regards to this. It's a fantastic opportunity. I don't know what else to say. Like I really don't know what else to say about this. But this is a gold mine of an opportunity right now. Could I be wrong? Absolutely, 1,000,000%. Could I be completely wrong about what I'm saying? 1,000,000%. All right. But however, I will gladly take that risk, because that is what I signed up for. I signed up to be a market participant. And what does it mean to be a market participant? You got to be comfortable taking on risk. And I'm all about risk. I want all the smoke when it comes to risk. Do you know what I mean? So because of that, I'm going to point this out to you guys and say, guys, does this make sense? Does this here make sense? If it does, you talk to your trained financial professional. They look at it for you. They're like, you know what? Yeah, it makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense, and you act accordingly. I'm just here to say, hey, take a look. That's it. That's my job. That is my job for you, the YouTube viewers, and that is my job for my most prized possession, my Piptonites. The awesome Piptonites. This is for you guys. Please take a look. Let me know if it makes sense. Post in the comments below if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know, because I'm only trying to improve. But this right here, it just looks too good to be ignored. It looks too good to be ignored. Like this move right here, when it gets to this level and it confirms of a possible trend reversal, I mean, something's gonna have to get done. And most importantly, right, yeah, let's look at the length of time it takes for the downtrend to happen, right? So let's look at the length of time, right? Yeah, so this obviously is over 2 years, right? Yeah, over 2 years, we saw that, okay? And let's look at this one, for example. Let's look at this one. So this is just over a year, so it's 426 days, right? Just over a year. So this one's over a year, right? We look at this again, right? Over 2 years, pushing 3 years, right? Pushing 3 years was over 2 years, right? We look at this again. Under a year, right? So this is just over. So this whole thing was just over a year. This whole thing is under a year. This move took forever, okay, right? And let's look at this one over here. And this is not done, by the way. It's still doing what it's doing, right? It's still doing what it's doing. So if we do it to about here, this is over a year also, right? So what have I gathered from what I've just showed you? It moves up way faster than it falls. So it moves up way faster than it falls. So if this is, when this gets down here, it is very fair, not set in stone. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, because I don't know, right? But there's a very good chance that you can get from here to here in under a year, on a year, or just over a year. So basically, if we get to the bottom by February, it's good to say that by January 2023, you'll be ready to take TP. So I'm gonna leave this video for you guys to ponder if it makes sense or not. I want to thank you all for coming over and watching another episode of Pits and Points. I am here for you, and I want you guys to check my work, verify my work to make sure my work makes sense, okay? And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. My favorite bit is please subscribe and become a pip tonight, okay? And if you're in doubt, seek a financial advisor. That's what they're paid to do. So talk to them and see what they say about the situation, okay? So with that, I'm going to say thank you all. You guys have an awesome day, awesome evening, awesome morning, wherever you are, okay? And I look forward to talking more pips and points with you tomorrow, the 1st of February. Oh, and just to add as well, I'll be putting the videos into playlists, okay? So you can go in month by month. So I started this channel in, I think it was November 18th. So you're going to have a couple of videos in November, and you're going to have, I think, a full month's worth, give or take. I missed a couple of days in December, where you're going to have videos there as well. And then you're going to have all the videos for January 2022 in the file. So there's a lot of videos there for you guys to watch. And then we're going to go into the whole of February. We're going to log those videos as well. So by all means, if you have a spare afternoon or whatever, just take your time and go through the videos. Open up the chart, cross-reference everything, see if it makes sense, see areas where I made mistakes, if there were ways how you could have done it better, because it's always important that you're able to do it. Try to back test some of the stuff I'm talking about to see if it makes sense to you, obviously in your own style, in your own flavor. You know, just make sure that you're sharpening your skills daily, so that eventually you can get to the level where we're all working to get to, which is total financial freedom. All right, so guys, thank you. You've been a star. You've been awesome. You've been great. I love you all. Have an awesome day, evening, morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you again tomorrow, the 1st of February, for more pips and more points. Jono signing out.